right. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in. My name is Law Nation, LAW Nation. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, share this content, let that friend, neighbor, foe know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboy Sports Talk and beyond. All right, so here's the situation, Cowboy Nation. The Cowboys then elevated Brandon used car, right? He's a used car. He's 34 years old. He have 192 consecutive games. That's the longest streak in the NFL right now. Present day, he is a battleship. He's a battle warrior, basically. It's hard to play in the NFL, and he's able to withstand the test of times, basically. Nevertheless, he is on the active roster. I know I'm late to the party. I know a lot of people done already post about it, but they didn't post my thoughts, right? So my thoughts of Brandon Carr being elevated to the 55 or the 53-man roster or the 46 or the 48-man roster, whatever it is. You know, you guys can correct me down in the comment box over there. But here's the situation at hand. I think that the Cowboys are a little iffy a little bit with Chido Awuzie. And the worst thing can happen if all of a sudden, Chido goes down and you got limited DBs. Now, here's the situation. Brandon Carr brings in a lot of experience, even at the age of 34, 13 years in the pros. Hey, he know how to cut them corners, right? He know how to get those corners if needed. Remember what I said earlier. A new broom can sweep the floor good, but that old broom can get the corners. And we probably would need to utilize his experience out there. Maybe, just maybe, he showed up at camp or what have you for the last week or what have you, or practice, I guess, because camp was over with. And let everybody know, hey, this is not just a rehearsal for me because I'm really going to show you guys where to line up, where the assignment's at, what the defense need to do in these type of situations, what the offense trying to take away and things like that. So maybe, just maybe. And think about this. Anthony Get Down Brown, he's one of the corners that started, and they put Worley in the inside as the nickel guy. And just maybe we probably have some positional flex because we got a wounded, not all the way 100% Chido Awuzie. And when you think about Xavier Woods, he's been gimpy. He's hobbled in a sense. So you might have to call on, is he wearing 39? Brandon Carr, is he wearing number 39? You guys can help me out with that. You can help me out with that. Now, I do know that there was some slight reservations, some slight scares about the game being delayed or what have you. I just think that that's much to do about nothing. I kind of combed through a lot of articles, read some people comments that's in the area in LA. They said, yeah, it's bad law, but right now I walk my dog. It's pretty good. And some people say I was just at the store. It's not that bad out here. I think that you can hold a professional football game. We'll find out whether or not the city or the state is going to ban the Cowboys from playing. Now, I'm going to tell you this right quick. Regardless of how you guys look at it, regardless of how you guys feel about this, I believe that this particular team is going to leave them blazing with fire. They're going to be like, man, those Cowboys came onto the scene and they was launching that ball all over the field. Man, it's crazy over there with the Cowboys, what they're able to do on that offensive side of the ball. And they got a competent, head coach that's know how to really do some right things, right? I cannot wait to see this thing. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, this year is different from any other year, so please, please, please do not fret. But Brandon Carr, it could be one or two things, collectively speaking, about the Brandon Carr situation. Maybe the DBs that we have out there was just playing some boo-boo stuff. Maybe that could be the situation. Oh, my goodness. Or they just looking at it like, hey, veteran guy, 13 years in the pros or what have you, it's hard to really tell this guy that he's going to stay in Dallas. Let's bring him on the plane. Let's let him suit up. Let him be ready. Let's roll him up out there so that he can exhibit and exude some of those experiences because we need that. We got a young secondary. But the best makeup for the secondary is the front four. That front four, if D-Law can get home, or put it like this, when D-Law get home, right? When Tristan Hill or Neville Gallimore get home, Poe, when he gobble up two, because it's going to take two to slow that guy down. Remember, in the NFL, it's the front five, the offensive line, versus the front four. So they got an extra guy. You just got to figure out how to penetrate that thing, knife through that defense, get to the quarterback. It's just that simple, right? Simple, but yet complex. Simple, but yet complex. Let me say it again. Simple, but yet complex. So I really believe that our style of defense going to create enough pressure to get there. I think that they're going to utilize Jalen Smith enough, and as well as LVE. LVE, he's going to get home too. So when you utilize all of those things and you couple that with the fact that this defense need to create pressure and will be more exotic, it's going to be something. Whereas although the opposing team don't have enough tape, they trying to look at YouTube videos, they trying to look at last year tape and really not really driving home on what the Cowboys are doing, because it's a whole new feel, a whole new vibe, that now they got to look at it and cross their arms and say, man, oh man, good grief, how can we stop this? And I believe the way we are structured and the way we have been so secretive, it's going to be a situation whereas if you insert anybody in their secondary, and if they can just be decent and do not give up plays behind them. Remember, the safety play, you the last line of defense. You are the flat out last line of defense. So if he don't let nobody get behind him, we set up. We good. So that's probably why they're looking at Brandon Carr. And they probably, believe it or not, they probably look at Brandon Carr and say, hey, X Wood's a little gimpy, but we still want you to play there at the free. And in at a pinch, we will put X Wood down in the box, or we will believe in Darian Thompson to be down there in the box so that we can get this game going. Ball going to come out within 2 to 3 seconds. If not, the quarterback is on the ground anyway. So that is why the front four, the front seven is great makeup for the secondary. So, Cowboy Nation, I really want to know your thoughts. I want to know how you guys feel about Brandon Carr being elevated, the elevation for the nation, because I believe that's his mindset, and it's not a lot of coins. From what I heard, it's still $12,000 a week. That's a lot of money, you guys. $12,000 a week ain't that bad, but it's $12,000 a game, basically. That's where it results to. So there's no elevation in his pay. It's just that his elevation in the collective experiences on the field, Cowboy Nation. So post me your thoughts. Is this a good thing, bad thing? Would you rather see the snaps being granted to or given to the Reggie Robinsons and the Darian Thompsons and Donovan Wilson, whoever else we have out there? Let me know. Post me your thoughts. Post me your concerns down below. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go. I'm out. Peace.